We begin tonight with President Joe Biden taking center stage in Detroit, defying the calls for him to quit the 2024 race. Thank you for joining us at 11. I'm Mike Duffy. Now, the president fired up a crowd at Renaissance High School 2 weeks after a dismal debate performance raised questions about the future of his re-election campaign. Tonight, 7 News Detroit's Ruta Olsenaida has the message his supporters say they wanted to hear.
Well, thank you. I love you back.
Tonight, a packed Renaissance High School in Detroit full of Biden supporters and signs reading "Motown is Joetown" as the president zones in on Michigan, a state critical to his re-election campaign. The president landing at DTW Friday afternoon before making a stop at Garage Grill and Fuel Bar in Northville. In Detroit, the president laying out what he would do in his first 100 days in office. That includes restoring Roe versus Wade, securing voting rights, and banning assault-style weapons.
More children are killed by a bullet than any other reason in America.
But his main goal Friday, to reassure the public, even his own party, that he is fit to take on another term at a critical time in his campaign.
People would rather talk about how I mix up names. I guess they don't remember that Trump called Nikki Haley Nancy Pelosi.
Biden is fit. He does the job every day. We all flub our words. I mean, I'm nervous right now. I could flub my words. He has a stutter that goes back to his Senate days, so it's nothing new, and he's delivered for us, and he's going to continue to deliver for us.
Secretary of State Jocelyn Benson, Lieutenant Governor Garland Gilchrist, even Academy Award-winning actress Octavia Spencer echoing the same sentiment Friday and taking jabs at former President Donald Trump.
Joe Biden works for you. The other guy works for himself.
But not everyone agrees. Rallies and protests were organized outside the event, including by the group Abandon Biden, frustrated by his handling of the war in Gaza. Some protesters carrying their message inside the rally as well.
Stealing the election, guess what? What happened was
he is not capable of leading this great nation. He needs to drop out now.
Fenton resident Tom Moran has voted Democrat for 5 decades now, but he says not anymore.
I think it would be reckless and irresponsible to support Joe Biden because he's not up to the job.
Elected officials like Michigan Congresswoman Hillary Scholten also saying it would be best if Biden stepped down. Highland Park Mayor Glenda McDonald says no way.
I just believe that at this time, right now, I don't think we should be changing tracks in the middle of the trip.
a lot of speculation lately. What's Joe Biden going to do? Is he going to stay in the race? Is he going to drop out? Here's my answer. I am running, and we're going to win.
Next, the president is headed to Texas and then Nevada in his continuous push to reassure America that he is ready for another term. In Detroit, I'm Ruta Olsenaida, 7 News Detroit.
And you can find President Biden's entire Detroit campaign speech at WXYZ.com. Now, the Republican National Committee fired off a statement even before President Biden hit the stage, saying, quote, Joe Biden is so unpopular that members of his own party want him out of the race. Even Democrat Congresswoman Hillary Scholten thinks Biden is unfit to run the country. She's from Grand Rapids and has called on President Biden to drop out.